for love in December. There's no love in December.
People that do not make their hair from January, February, down to November want to make their hair December. The way these people will package themselves, they will appear rich like Dangote the second. Meanwhile, these guys, they will have to save from January till December, break the box that December. Older women are also pressured. They might not have that money
For full
chicken. But neighbor is cooking full chicken. This other one, full chicken. They want to compare with these people that can afford.
The inflation that happens in December, is it fair? Is it good? Is it nice? I have never seen them spend that money and it's worth their money.
I think they are taking advantage of it a lot because people charging hotels in dollars. What I think Nigerians should do should just
Hi, I'm Hitabel.
Hi, I'm Emaidio.
And I am MM.
And
welcome to
Truth in Bikinis.
where we strip down life's toughest issues to its core truth.
Well, at least the ones that affect the women.
So today we'll be talking about Detty December, Wahala, inflation, IJGB, and pressure. Hey, you know December comes with its own Wahala. So today we want to talk about that Wahala. So let's start with inflation.
Okay.
That comes up especially here in December.
You know, this is our December topic. Yeah, I know it's a little bit different from what we usually talk about. And this is Christmas season. So what better to talk about than the inflation that happens in December? Is it fair? Is it good? Is it nice? Is it reasonable?
What's causing it?
What causes it?
Yeah.
I think in places specifically like Lagos, one of the things that causes inflation in December is with people that come back, people that are from Nigeria, where they've lived there their whole life, they've never lived, they are there by origin, they come back to Nigeria. And I think the problem that happens is that they come back, they're used to, because things are mad expensive, especially in countries like the United States, the United Kingdom. They come here and then things are to also
Yes.
It's like, this is so expensive. We're just living by. We're just like, okay, we're just trying to. They come and it's like, oh my gosh, this is so cheap.
Just
and mind you, they have inflated the price for them and they're shouting, it's so cheap.
Yeah.
So we are the ones suffering now.
Come with me to do my nails for just $50. Like what? What do you mean just nails? Nails that I will do
$50.
for,
How much is that?
nails that I'll do for $6. You're doing 50, and it's always, I have never seen them spend that money and it's worth their money. It's always they'll spend that much money and it's going to be the most basic, mediocre piece of work that they've done on their head, that they've done on their nails. I saw one girl, she did all back. I think they charged her like 30K.
Ha.
Hey.
Like, it's so cheap.
But I'm surprised. Like, are these people actually Nigerians? They live in Nigeria, or is it just? Because I mean, if me like this, I went to the US or I went to the UK and I spent a couple of years there, and then I decide to come back for holidays, like I will pay all back 30K.
I would say maybe the situation that's happening is that they leave when they are small, like they're kids or something. They relocate when they are kids and then they grow up there, they go to high school there. So their whole this thing is already kind of worked. Maybe if it's something different, like they left for university and then they came back, that's a whole different thing. Some of them actually were born there and grew up there and would come here only for holidays almost all their life. So and I saw another video of this guy. The funny thing is the ones that move to Nigeria to come and start living. This guy said, you won't believe it, I'm back in the motherland and and things are so affordable. This is from nature, man. This is from nature. Check out all these fruits I bought. 20,000 naira. And that's about, give or take, $15. And this, I got all this.
Imagine.
And in my mind, I was like, damn, they've scammed this guy.
But even that aside, though,
but how did
I spend 20,000 naira on fruits?
You go full basket.
It will be so much. I just like, what is it? A bunch of bananas, some nuts, some this, like very, very few lime, and I'm like, if this thing is more than this thing that I say is 20,000 naira, is more than 5K.
I think they are the ones causing all this inflation. You see, some of them will come from, let's just say, UK is far.
Yeah.
Let's just use Lagos now, coming back to the village. when everyone is returning from town, you know, that show off, number one.
Yeah.
That show off when everyone they are just showing off here and there. And if they want to price small Okada now, Okada will tell you, okay, it's 5,000. And once they know you are from town, come. They believe from town they have enough money because the way these people will package themselves. And meanwhile, these guys, they will have to save from January till December, break the box that December.
Yeah.
And then they will appear rich, like Dangote the second arrived. And when they will just climb bike, they'll tell you from here to here, 5,000. Oh yeah, where they go? And then the normal person will just go and tell you, it's not 1.5. Whereas
especially
someone just
if you don't know where you are going.
Whereas somebody just paid 5,000. So they are the ones still kind of causing this inflation. And another thing, you know, the number of people, they are now plenty. So they have options. Because on a normal, you can just stay and then you see few persons. But when it's December, everybody.
Yeah,
so if you don't want to pay, there are people that would pay for it. The same thing with hair making. You know, there are, let me say, people that do not make their hair from January, February, down to November, want to make their hair December. So they have so many people planning on making hair. So when they are telling you hair is 60K, and you are telling them it's not 10, it's not 5. Yeah, someone is there telling you, I bet can't do 55K, move they go. They don't leave you. So that's just one thing. Everybody coming at the same time. And the same thing with food items. The number of people in the market planning on buying something for this December. Is it December? January to November, they don't buy things that they buy mostly December. From 1st December down to 2nd January. That's the Detty December era. So people are buying, so many people buying here and there. And you now that was not prepared, you got to go break box too. The inflation, let's not even talk. Let's now go to the I just got back. Hi, God.
IJGB.
Those men, number one, they keep their beers, you know, carry bag with charger and perfume. I think that's how
they used to recognize them, because when they want to scam them, once they just open their mouth and say, "Child, this one."
Once you hear the accent,
the accent.
Once you just hear their voice, it's like,
just,
and they're so out of touch too. They're so out of touch too, because even to be a person to be able to afford to be an IJGB, like already being a Nigerian, living in Nigeria, you probably must have been doing financially well. But there's just one person I was talking to. You just texted me. I said, oh, hey. And I found out like he's living in Texas or something like that. So in conversation, I was just in the supermarket. I said, oh, what are you doing? I said, I'm in the supermarket. I'm buying things with my dad. I want to buy bread. And I said, I'm craving shawarma. He said, oh, why don't you just make shawarma bread at home? And I'm like, what do you mean? He said, you know, usually I'll just go to the fridge, I'll get the cheese, get the this.
Hey.
I'll get the sausages, get the meat.
Like
Bro, she was like, so when I was back in Nigeria, I used to do it all the time.
No.
I just go to the fridge, I get the cheese. Crazy.
Imagine.
You have cheese sitting down casually waiting for you. Like they're so out of touch. They are living in such a different world.
They are actually.
Because me, I look at cheese, I'll be like, cheese, I'll not see 46,000 naira. I'll just have to forget about the cheese.
You just buy them and put it inside.
If you don't want to carry the small thin slices that won't last you a very long time,
10K.
Small 10K, 8K, and that means you just be buying it and keeping plenty in your fridge so you can just be making shawarma bread.
Yeah, they don't worry, I'll buy somewhere 3K.
Gosh, that's crazy. So they already come with this even before, like they already have. I think it has to do with like the serious wealth disparity in this country.
It's true.
There's a serious wealth disparity. They live a life that is termed luxurious or glamorous, and it just goes to show how poor Nigerians are. Because there's no reason why cheese should be
that expensive.
It's not even that expensive. It should be crazy that someone just has it in their house. It shouldn't be crazy that, what do you mean you just have cheese and sausages laying in your fridge regularly? And I think, like, let's say the average household in the US probably have those things. Like
no, those things are, I hear that food is like basic, like very cheap,
yes.
very
Primary
cheap.
thing.
In
Like,
comparison to how you're paid, though.
yes,
In comparison
very cheap.
to minimum wage.
Yeah.
Not like this one, that minimum wage is how much? 70K. Bag of
80K,
rice
yeah.
is 80K. How much is a bag of rice?
Bag of rice currently you can find for 60 from 40K.
From 40
From
up.
40 up.
Yes,
Yes,
from 40
and
And
bag of rice.
that's like if you want to now buy
that's half-
something like that, you have just chopped up. And
your
then you
wage.
don't manage
food
20K
items self, you are not even
for the
done
rest-
buying food
You're not even
items.
done.
No, it's true because, like you said, it's way easier for them. So it's like basic stuff. Like I mean, you would see 0.50 for yam.
How?
That's like maybe like 1 kobo, 50 kobo self ahead. That's like
Imagine.
50 kobo. Yeah. But we don't buy things like that here. If you want to go buy, if you want to eat yam now, you need to have at least 5K.
Carry 5K.
Yes, you want to eat
better
good yam. You need to buy, and that 5K, if it's just you, it may last you maybe 3 days.
Yeah.
But if you have family, just know that it's one place. So you can imagine it. Those things are expensive here. There's no, I mean, the thing you're talking about, that disparity is there. It's there, way ahead. Those guys are way ahead.
And so when they even bring that their money there, and with our own, the money there, the money is big, and our own thing is just as if
So do Detty December,
it's small. So the Detty December is not expensive.
It's not expensive.
So it's as if like, things are actually cheap here.
Yeah.
Whereas
Coming back to the
ourselves,
motherland and
yes.
party.
Whereas
There's
ourselves, we
so
are
much-
struggling. And then if they bring that if the normal average Nigerian now are buying this, and then they are saying things are cheaper. Now sellers are hearing things are cheaper, and sellers still want their own profits.
Yes.
December
So
to make
they are
more
taking
profits.
I think they are taking advantage of it a lot because
They are.
I mean I saw was it on TikTok or YouTube? I saw like people charging hotels in dollars. What's the matter? Like,
Here in
like
Nigeria.
apartments, yes, apartments
Wow.
in Lagos. Apartments are now charging in dollars because I mean, when those guys come in, they are going to hang out in those apartments and they're charging like in dollars, crazy, like 1,000, 2,000, like and
Imagine.
Nice.
normal apartment they can charge for maybe a month.
Yes.
Yeah, normally apartments people don't do a night. When they come in like that, they want to stay for a month. They just say, okay, so let's get an apartment. So they have everything in house. They have light, they have kitchen, it has everything. So you don't have to go stay at an hotel. An apartment is probably a bit more like you would stay in the house, So, but it's just that you're not renting this space for a long time, But these guys are now taking advantage of it. That means, I won't even bother. Just shut down. What I think Nigerians should do, should just get out. Don't put yourself in that pressure. There's no need. If you're in Nigeria and you don't have that money to spend, relax. Let it pass. When it passes, once January comes, I mean, everybody goes back to normal.
The funny thing is that when they save from January to December, they spend that money, the whole money, December, not the ones coming from abroad though. Like the Nigerians now are trying to rub shoulders with these ones. So when they spend that money December, January is God abeg. And that's why you tend to see that January things tends to be harder.
The excitement, the excitement.
The people you are around.
Yeah,
Because I've seen, I don't know, there's this girl on YouTube, Sophiology, and last year, her Detty December vlog said, people are living this life. Like she's an IJGB. She lives in the US. She's an influencer. She makes thousands of dollars a month. She makes a lot of money. She came back. Who did she not meet? She hung out with Daku. They flew to Ghana. They did this. They party till 2 a.m. in the morning. They travel here. They do this. They do that. They are dancing. They are drinking.
And then you now, as a Nigerian, want to go and be pensioned. You now want to keep up with people like that.
That's the wahala.
And that's the energy. That's the energy with the IJGBs, the people around the IJGBs. Everybody's encouraging you to party, live like there's no tomorrow. So there's a lot of that. Like there's a lot of spending. There's a lot of money in circulation. Period. So you can't even be expecting businesses to keep their prices down because now normally with capitalism now the whole this thing is that okay, when there are multiple people in the market, they're all competing to lower the prices. But when people are now
and there's money in the
system, people have higher prices, and people that are now with the low prices are seeing, these people are really making profit. So now another thing, there's that culture of like more is more. You know, those people like, okay, the more money I spend, the better I'm going to get. So even them, those people that are hard hitters, big spenders, won't even come to you because you are selling
small
at a cheap price.
Yeah, and they might think it's not original.
Like, oh, it's not original.
Yes.
It's not
quality,
as classy. It's not as quality, which is crazy because
and you want to bring up the prices so that at least it look like your own. This thing is original.
Yeah,
and you know this
to
pressure.
show the fact that you spent so much money.
This
on such
pressure
a little thing.
too is not just on young ladies and young men.
Yeah.
Do you know that women, older women, are also pressured? Let's say, for instance, now buying full chicken.
Okay.
They might not have that money
for full
chicken, but neighbor is cooking full chicken. This other one, full chicken. Everybody full chicken. And you're like, oh, am I the only one?
How much is full chicken?
So how much is full chicken? Man, just kukuma close buy full chicken. So it's not just young ladies that are pressured. People are pressured. Even men are
it's
pressured.
Up to 17 now, depending
So
on the size.
like the smaller one.
Yeah,
like you just say, let me manage.
Yeah, so if you see almost all the homes now, full chicken, rice and stew. I mean, those that are still struggling, you understand. It's not, they want to compare with these people that can afford. And even the same thing as
for me, I think December has always come with that energy, that enjoyment, that excitement. And that kind of excitement is not the type that if you put yourself there, you'll be forced to do something about it. Because
I think that the thing is, you know, Nigeria is a very tough place to live in. It's a very, because every time it just feels like you're trying to get by, you're trying to get by. And I think it's important in a way, in the sense that relax. Relax. You've been surviving the whole year. You've been barely going through the whole year. And I think December just becomes, I think it's more than just a holiday. I think December just comes and it's like, okay, let me just
for once
relax.
Relax.
Let me forget about my troubles. Let January worry about it.
If I perish, I perish.
It's Christmas. Jesus will not want you to suffer. On his birthday,
we must enjoy. But seriously, that January of a thing, people tend to struggle a lot. January.
Yeah, that's because a lot of money has gone.
They spend the whole money during the Christmas celebration, everything. And then January now, they are now looking for ways to travel back. For those that came to the village, they are now looking for ways to travel back. So now if you see some of them staying 2 weeks, just know that there's trouble somewhere. That they are still trying to say, oh boy, please, I beg, just send me from there or come hustle, give you back.
Oh boy, so
seriously, January, I think people should they should reason. If your budget is something that full chicken is too much, buy half.
Also put yourself in an environment to pressure yourself.
To even pressure yourself. But if you really want to enjoy that life, because there is no big deal with you enjoying. So if you want to enjoy, just get half chicken with your family. You eat it. But don't kill yourself that, but the full goat or the full chicken, this one is killing cow. No, don't go and pressure yourself because full goat 200K
there are people who can
now.
actually afford it. My problem is that most people don't, because you're not going to learn in December what you didn't learn in January. You ain't going to learn it. I'm telling you, that self-control that you need for December, if you didn't get it in January, February, March, you ain't going to get it in December. My challenge is the fact that most people just live their lives without a plan. And of course, if you live without a plan, anything can just pick you up. Anybody can tell you less. I mean, sometimes I see okay, this December, there's a lot of trade fairs going on. People are saying, things are cheap here. And so everybody's going to shop. And I told you guys the other day, I was like, let's go and shop. And of course, I needed a few change of clothes. But I'm looking at my account and it's like...
Your account is looking at me and saying, are you sure you want to do this?
You ain't going nowhere unless you want to borrow that money because... And I'm like, I'm going to go and borrow. I'm going to go and borrow.
I will do
it. Because I'm being pressured, not even because they are pushing you let's go. It's because somebody said they are going let me just go. Let me live a little. Let me just, let me just relax. It's real,
It's very real.
Seriously.
You put yourself there, you'll be shocked what you do. You come back to the house and check your balance and be like, what? I did this.
I saw this tweet of this guy. He said that like anytime he comes back to Nigeria, like there's so much. Like he feels like he doesn't even this thing, the motivation to work or do anything. It's just spend. That's the vibe. That's the energy. That's the
flex,
fresh money. Like chill, chop,
relax,
go out, party, drink, have fun, girls.
And reality. And I know another funny thing is that girls also tend to fall victims to most guys this period, this season like this. Because they know this is
Christmas boyfriend.
This is December. Some of them, their exes traveled and you just say, hi, I'm in town. And boom, you don't start.
Get the
bag.
And then
girls have booked their Christmas boyfriend now.
Yes.
Just for the Christmas.
Just for the Christmas.
Just
and
for
then
the
January
period.
with a baby.
January.
Are you guys being
January.
Are you guys being real? Like, is it true?
It's true. Yes, girls, they book boyfriends like
some of them before they even come back to Nigeria, they already started booking the girl they want to hang out with.
That's what they do.
They'll just start messaging you.
From 1st December, you're saying, hi, babe.
They'll be like, hey, how are you? You're so pretty. Oh, I'd love to talk to you. I'm coming back to Nigeria this December. I would love to hang out with you. I'm getting an apartment. Like, let's hang out. I'm gonna spend, or you're gonna cover your bills.
And then,
like, let's enjoy. Like, So the girl now serves as his tour guide. The girl is spoiling that period. And then January, he
shut back.
And that's all. No. The next thing you won't hear from him again until 1st January, 1st December.
Oh, maybe you scout a new girl.
Or you get in another one.
Yeah, that's what they do. Seriously. They keep talking with girls, chatting girls, and then
I saw someone was giving an advice on this Detty December. Like, don't look for love in December. There's no love in December. Don't look for any love. Just come and play, come and party. I'm like, you people.
But true, like, that also just has to do like the December boyfriend. This thing, not just IJGBs, even Nigerian men here. They just look for somebody to just finesse that period.
Yeah.
You see girls traveling now. So I'm going to
different places.
I'm going to Abuja. I'm going to. Who are you going with? So I said, I don't know. You had a babe.
Different dimensions. And some guys they will go to the village and impregnate some of those girls.
I'm sure they didn't mean to impregnate them.
I'm sure it was an accident.
I'm sure.
But as a woman,
they just fell pregnant by mistake. I'm sure he didn't plan
but the deed has been done. And at the end, the guy is piam again. And look at you. They're explaining, a December baby.
No, and it's funny, because all of this excitement that comes with people get drunk, people drink a lot, smoke a lot, and all of the excitement, just emotions are high. So girls are a bit careless. Everybody's careless. Everybody's careless. Nobody's paying attention. And so all of those young women, I mean, was it last year or 2 years ago? I walked into my daughter was not well on 1st of January. And I'm walking into a pharmacy and I'm seeing a young girl there. She's buying Postino like, and I'm like, okay, I know what you did on 31st. I know what you did on 31st.
I know what you did last summer.
I know what you did yesterday.
At least she went and got it.
Yeah, because
at least she went and got it because she's aware, like she's
aware.
Yes. So there's someone else that did whatever they did and they
are not aware.
I'm chill.
1 month later.
That's just to say there's a lot of carelessness this season.
Yes.
There's a lot of highness. Everybody's high. Everybody's excited, and everybody's just loose. Just loose everywhere and all of that. And so I think that one of the things that young women should at least be aware. Yeah, it's December, but it's not the time for you to forget yourself. Like,
don't forget yourself.
From January to November, and then you lose yourself in December.
How is that possible?
Then you get lost in December, and then you recover in January. No.
And some of the recovery is something else.
Yeah, because some of them end up with babies by January. Some of them end
STIs.
Up STIs.
Seriously.
All manner of things.
HIV, I've heard about spread around this season.
So imagine.
Yeah, because a whole lot of them are there. Doing it without protection, nothing.
And
some of these guys, some of them meet them that same day.
December.
They don't know this people from
anywhere. They don't and then you
don't know this people from anywhere. They are just
like scary though.
Yes. You'll be shocked. Go to all of these spots where you have carnivals, you have all of these things. You just go there. You'll be shocked what's going on.
Yeah, even all these parties. There's some guys. They just go there to pick up a girl or two. Who is interested?
Yeah.
Do you have a ride home? Do you have a this? All those types of weird. That's kind of the thing. I don't know. I don't go out like clubbing. Not because I don't like the idea. The idea seems cool, but it's the men. I have this very rational, I'll not say it's irrational, very rational fear of men in certain spaces
at certain
when it's
times
dark,
of the night.
at certain times. Like if it was like, because I've heard they are all girl, they are femme clubs in Lagos, Abuja, like it's just women. So for your own safety, you want to dance, you want to have fun, but you also don't want to have a story. You understand? Yeah. So it's not like it's just a scary this thing. Okay, I don't have lots of positive experience with men walking around or talking or just existing. In the few spaces I end up being, they are so gross and creepy and weird and perverted, and I can't even imagine, like, that's me just chilling. I'll not come and go to that type of a place.
At that time of the night,
this is quite that they review women, like women's body as public access property. They don't even rate you, or they feel very entitled to you, your time.
I mean, because like, what are you seeing yourself like? What are you feeling like?
Are you the
even
first
talking
person?
to you and you are doing like that?
Are you the first person? And I also say that ladies should be very careful this era, because not just you getting pregnant, you might likely lose your life to the wrong hands. Because when they are inviting you, come over to the hotel, you don't know these people. You are just chatting these people online, and you're going to the hotel to be this person because December, like how you even reasoning seriously. So I think they should be very careful out there to end up.
That causes that thing is financial desperation. Like, you're desperate for money. You really, really want money.
Yeah,
you're really looking for money. You know, to keep up with, not even the expenses. Expenses in general.
Lifestyle.
Not even lifestyle. Expenses
sometimes
in general.
lifestyle, because there are people that they have that money but they still want more to keep up their lifestyle.
But at the end of the day, there are some people that they cannot afford certain things that they need. And we need to also acknowledge that some women put themselves in this situation because there is no money. There's no money. They have tried, they have called, they've asked their father, they've tried to make money from their work. They are completely stranded, and all of a sudden, that one guy that has been disturbing you, that you don't want to answer,
them 2 million naira
shows up.
It's not even 2 million.
It may not even be up to that.
10K, 20K to that. Oh, I would love to hang out or something, or say send money for this or whatever. Like, there's a time that I had a friend that she really needed money to get her hostel space. She needed money to get her hostel space, and I was like, okay. So she asked somebody that was trying to text her, was trying to move to her, oh, I know this is out of the blue, can you lend me some money? I will pay you back. This guy was like, come to my lodge at the hotel, this. In her mind, she's like, I asked to borrow. I didn't even ask you to just dash me money. I said I can't access my...
But that was the wrongest person to actually...
That's the wrongest person to ask. But like, she had asked, like, this was last resort. And she needed... Because, if you know anything about hostel, it's limited. There's a deadline. Where after the deadline, you're stranded. Where are you going to stay? Are you going to go to school? Especially if you're out of state. You understand? So, she said that I don't know, luckily... She just, I don't even know how she was able to come by that money, but she said, no. Because those types of guys, they do that type of thing, and then they cast your entire story to the entire world. Oh, this is a girl that does this. Not even taking into account that you pretty much try to blackmail them to get, like, you pretty much try to extort them. You understand? They ask you for help, and you're saying this, but the story that guy will present to the world is this girl is a hoe. This girl is a this is what she does for a living.
Can imagine. I know of a similar story like that, but this one was still during Christmas era, and this one, the girl was kind of pressured into clothes, hair, all those things. So she heard of a sugar zaddy that was in town and is willing to give her a huge sum of money. So her friends were like, just go now, go. When once you collect this money, your December don't still be that. So she went there, she met with the man. And then the next thing, the man was like, no, I don't want to sleep with you. But there's something I want you to do for me. And if you should do that thing, I'll give you 2 million naira. Just very simple. And she was like curious, okay, what's that thing? Since he's not even sleeping, the man opened, as it his leg. Look at wound. He said, lick it. Just you licking it and then you get the 2 million naira. And the girl said, no, sir, I can't. Don't worry, I'm not interested again. I don't want the money anymore. The man said, you can't leave,
you can't leave
this
such
place because you've already seen
the secret.
so there is no way you can leave. It took the grace of God. I don't know how the girl was able to outsmart this man and she escaped. When she got back and she told her friends, so you people knew the man was. So she said, well, no, we did not know. We just knew that he's a rich man. So that's the kind of thing some ladies fall prey to. You go there and they end up
I mean, I kind of wonder the kind of audacity some young women have. Like, you're meeting someone for the first time and they're asking you to come to a closed place where just you and them are going to be there. And you're not afraid. I mean, and it's increasingly, as in, it's becoming a normal thing now. Women go to places and meet men alone. Without being afraid. Like, this is the first time I'm meeting him. He said, let's come, let's chill. And then he takes you into the room and you go. You don't know this person. Even the one where you know, self, you know they show. It can't be person where we say,
you don't know.
You know, Sue Sabi. For what? For money? Like, to keep up, especially when it comes to December like this. What are you trying to do? Who are you trying to keep up with?
To impress?
Me as an adult like this, I know that December will pass. Nobody's stressing. Nobody's pushing me. This December, it will come and it will pass. The best that can happen is cook that food and cook it nicely. Let us eat.
You know, some of them want to meet expectations. You know, when most of them travel back home and then they don't want to be seen the way they were the last time. At least let them know that there are some changes. So if the last time, if it was just a normal week, this time it should be bone straight. So there should be some changes that I was away from the village. So they would look for every possible means to meet these expectations. And maybe if they also have cousins like, okay, please, as you're coming, I need phone, I need this. They just want to at least let them know that I am in town.
Because it's like there's this picture they have of people in the city.
Yes.
There's a picture they have of, especially, in fact, if you are in the US or in the UK, there's a picture they have of you. Even if you're a student, somebody's expecting that when you're coming, you go carry something.
Even if
you bring one new house.
Even if your job is in the supermarket.
Some people don't even know what those guys do over there to survive.
They don't know.
Some of them work 3-4 jobs to keep up. Pay rent, pay tax, pay all of those things, and you still expect them to come and impress you when they come.
One even said, I called my sister abroad to send me money, and she sent 200K. Like 200K as how? Someone that is abroad. And people like, okay, abroad, they are picking money abroad.
Maybe she should also go over there so that she can figure out.
That's over $100. That should be 100 and it should be 130 or so. That's a lot of money.
That's over $100.
That's a lot of money. Like, even for someone what do you mean just 200K?
200K.
For someone that's abroad to even send you that, it's still a good amount of money. It's a thick amount of money to send to someone.
That's like maybe 3 days work.
Seriously.
Abi, how many hours work is that?
If they are doing maybe $10 an hour, so maybe 2 days of work. 2 days of work.
So those expectations. So sometimes these people, they will have to stretch themselves to just meet these expectations. So with that, they will end up doing what they are not supposed to do, and then you might end up regretting. And you know, another funny thing is that some men also tend to end their relationships this December. And then they restore the relationship after Valentine. Because they send their ladies, they end up tasking them for hair, dress. So you're just like, hi baby, like, I don't understand, you just called me baby. When did that all start? Instead of honey, what happened to honey? You called me yesterday. In fact, I'm not doing it again. And February after 14, like, baby, see, I'm so sorry, I don't know what came over me. I saw that thing online. That was some guys, they said they should just end their relationship now.
If they end relationship with me because of December. It's ended, bro. I'll find my December babe, like everybody else.
I don't think those ones are responsible.
The challenge I have is that most relationships you're expecting, I think it should be something mutual. Like, you're in a relationship, you billing the guy over because now December, you know they work.
Like, billing, but
why not allow him to do the one he can do?
I'm a big believer in the thoughts that counts, not billing. The thoughts that counts. Like, you on your own, did you think to
also
to do something
for them.
Did you even feel some sort of inkling or a movement to, that's why I believe, because that thoughtful things as well, that thing that you're even doing, it's not even about spending the most money. Even if you want to spend ₦1 million, if that ₦1 million that you spent has nothing to do with me, the perfume you bought is not a scent I like.
You're right.
The clothes you got is not a color I like. The style you got for me, the shoe you got for me, like, it's pretty much giving just something generic you would give to any girl, nothing specific to me. That's where my problem will lie. It's not anything about, but yeah, I don't know. That's
because I feel like,
and also another thing, a guy that actually likes you, a guy that's genuinely in love with you, wants to show off. Like a guy that's interested in you wants to show off. And
what if he cannot afford?
But if he cannot afford that particular one you are looking for,
afford it. Even if he cannot afford it, he'll go out of his way.
No, you don't need sometimes. It's not everyone that need to go out of their way.
I'm telling you that if he does not, he really does not like you that much.
No. There are some people that, let's say, what they have at that moment is something that...
if a guy does not go out of his way for you, he does not like you that much. It's not as
wait,
deep.
let's say
What's go out of his way? Please define.
Okay, let me say go out of his way. For example now, he's not the most wealthy person.
Yeah,
so what he does is that he saves up to get you something nice. Okay, I'm not saying the most expensive thing, but something different, something thoughtful. Yeah. Like what do you mean to tell me that your babe, Valentine's, your birthday, National Girlfriend's Day, even on a regular, has never given you anything because he's not financially...
No, that's not what you have been saying.
What I'm saying is that, like, a guy that is genuinely... The person that is not going to do any of those things for you is a person that does not care. Like, that guy does not care what you think of him.
Yeah.
And there's a thing, there's how a lot of guys, like, view girls. Like, they view them in a way, sadly, because of patriarchy, misogyny, they view them as like trophies to be won, things to impress, people to impress, to get their attention. Yeah. And if they are not that, and there's something that usually drives them to impress. So that's why you notice, like, some guys in the beginning, before they start dating a girl, like in the beginning, some girls I know, like, their relationships, in the beginning, like, used to do this, used to take up, used to spend, used to do, but now, like. And then she now asked him, like, how come you were doing like this before? Like, she's like, that time, man, like, I was just really, I really, really liked you. I really, really wanted you to, so I didn't. I went all out just to make sure let you know.
I think the thing is that maybe if your budget is too bigger than that of the guy, let's say, okay, what you want for Christmas maybe around, let's say 500K.
That's a different thing.
That's what I'm even saying. Because the going out of his way.
That one is I'm talking about, like, on your own. I address this from the beginning, like, him on his own. What does he do without you pushing him to do it?
Okay.
Like, what the person is doing.
Because I'm not for that old billing setting. Because sincerely, I think relationship should be such that maybe I'm thinking about you, you're thinking about me. Okay, so what do we do? Even if he has to get to that point. Okay, so what do we do? Like, what do you expect this Christmas, or what are your plans? I mean, say you go just carry one long list, like, say your father.
Say we want buy with 1 million, and you must do this, you must get this, you must get this.
On top, if it's a transactional relationship,
yeah, of course.
If it is we know what we have come here to do. We have, you guys have decided to go the full-on traditional Nigerian black and white arrangements. Sure, if it is that type of, because, like, I'm not going to, like, sit down here and encourage a girl that a guy is trying to, and then she will now just be like,
she'll just be considering him,
like, and
be understanding.
Wow, I have heard when women reach a point where billing is by force, they have, when they were younger, they experienced something really bad. They came, like, I'm serious. This is one girl, like, she used to bill her boyfriend. In fact, used to meet her in his friend's house when they hang out. She was like, I don't really have money. I don't really have this. Only for these girls to find out that not only did he have a main girlfriend, she also found out that there are other girls, but these girls, he meets them in fancy hotels and fancy places and takes them out and buys them food. This guy has never given her a dime because she's so understanding.
The thing is that
these girls, you see these girls, they bill. Like me, as a university student that's young and around people that are billing. Like honestly, these girls, they bill and they don't care about anything. Like they bill and it's like
if you don't like it,
the thing is that some responsible guys will not wait for you to bill them before giving you the money, so they can just spend on you without you billing. Like, so but it's not all the time you have to bill.
She needs something. Well, not even me personally. Like the way a lot of these guys are moving. Okay, I think there's a certain person that you have that empathy for. You know, when you're interacting with them and spending time with them, so okay, fine, like this is not. But like the way some of these people are moving, they will just because at the end of the day, what's that girl situation that I found out that he was spending on other girls? All she was an affordable hookup.
Hi.
That's what she was.
Ew.
She was an affordable hookup. She was an affordable extra. You understand?
Yeah.
She's young. She's naive. She doesn't really know anything. She hasn't realized that what could be going on. She hasn't realized that it's weird that I am a fully grown adult man that has left university, hanging out around uni and asking her. Like, she hasn't noticed those things. She thinks she's in a full-fledged relationship.
Yeah.
To him, she's just a cheap hookup. She's just an affordable option. She's someone that just need to send her transport and
she'll show up.
That's why sometimes it's not even good for you to
and
just
and on
sell
this side,
yourself.
she's saying she's in love.
Sell
and on her
yourself
side,
easily.
she's saying that she's in love. Meanwhile, there's the wicked girl. And that's the thing. I've noticed wicked girls at the end of the day. They're doing well. They are doing well. I see those wicked girls.
Wicked girls do well.
They marry, like, see the men that they marry.
I'm telling you.
Like, the only they tell them like that. Because there's this certain type of guy. I've seen it. Like, you have like the sweetest, most attentive boyfriend. They'll be like, send me 20K. Send me 50K. And he's like, but babe, I already sent you. I beg.
Next thing.
And next thing.
But do you know that sometimes there is these wicked girls that fall victims to some of these men that use them? Because
I would say
their
the
own
person
is
that's more
always
likely.
billing,
The person that's
and
more
they don't
likely.
even
out of 100 or even
it's not
70
like
out
they are
of
the
The
100.
person that's falling victim most is the young innocent girl.
No.
That I'm telling you.
No, but it's
If you're
true.
involving yourself in
The
dating,
naive ones.
if you're involving
falling
yourself in
victims.
dating, you're involving yourself in relationships, the person that is falling victim in relationship settings are those young people that are very understanding and are not realizing that Nigeria is a very heavily transactional place. A lot of guys move with a transactional mindset. A lot of guys move with, like, the way they move, the way they think, the way they reason. A lot of guys are like, I'm spending money on the girl I like. I'm spending the most money on the girl I like. I'm spending the least money. You understand? Not every guy, but you should, like, if you have discernment, right? You should be able to know. I don't believe in dating. Like, don't date. Don't involve yourself in that mess if you can't handle it. But there are some people that can really handle it, that have seen the game and have decided to play it. You understand? And honestly, and I've seen it's working for them. It's working for them very well.
So when they now play games with Ogbajuko,
They're not reaching. I'm telling you, like, I think that narrative is very, like, Nollywood minded. I don't know whether to call it like that.
But it's happening. Like, it's a reality.
It's a reality,
yes.
but it's a reality that.
No, but I think I agree with Maita.
Yeah, it's a reality that I think is a reality that's perpetuated social media, TV, that the girl that's wicked gets punished at the end of the day.
She doesn't.
That
in real life, she doesn't.
I'm telling you, that's
They are not saying it's all girls.
90 out of 100 in real life, they don't get punished.
Like, my mom, okay, she's an older woman. She's been in these circles. She has seen a lot. My mom told me that, you see, even a lot of older people that are honest will tell you that at the end of the day, when you're understanding and you're caring about people that are very wicked, that are not caring, do you understand? Like, it's not a matter of, like, it's a matter of our reality. It's a matter of what is on ground. What were we conditioned to understand? What were we conditioned to normalize? You understand? So that is also, like, the de facto of most Nigerian men is that they put a lot of value behind their money and how much they spend. And the more they spend, they feel the more they spend on a girl. Exactly. Yeah. So it can be a toxic situation if you are financially leaving all your financial security to that man. if you're putting yourself to be financially vulnerable, every single thing that you own and everything goes that is from that man, and you're now putting yourself in someone that has like diabolical money, like you said, or it's not a safe, reasonable source of income. But I'm just trying to say that, like, you know, this idea that girls that are wicked are getting punished for their wickedness. You know?
Well, me, I will only say that don't go for
no, we are not saying be wicked.
transactional.
She's not trying to say
I'm not trying to say be wicked.
Just telling you that in reality.
In reality,
But me, I would just say don't go for a transactional dating. That is, you want to date, let it not be transactional.
This December,
in
don't
any
look
way.
for
Don't
love.
look for-
Live love.
live love.
Because if you want to now go for transactions, money too has its own K-leg go. Before you now enter the wrong money, you might be smart, and we still have smart guys out there. I'm not saying be an understanding girlfriend because it does not pay, but at the same time, let it not just be billing. You say, okay, I want to meet you 500,000. I want to meet you 1 million. I want to say, okay, no, wahala, 1 million. Before you know, your kidneys, you don't go. So just be careful out there. Don't be understanding, and then don't be too much
Don't be
billing.
wicked.
Don't be wicked. Don't be understanding. Just be there in the middle.
Just
Use your
balance.
head.
Yeah, balance it.
Balance
Small
it.
wickedness,
Yes.
mix it.
Add small wickedness with small. That just
understanding.
balance
Take
the hair.
2 spoons in the morning, 2 at night.
Because honestly, the things I have seen, the people I have, like, people are really suffering. People are really going through a lot. People are really being taken advantage of because of, you know, some certain things. But anyways, this December, this Christmas period, Abi, what did she say?
Dirty December.
Dirty December. Abi, don't look for love.
Don't look for love.
Don't look for love.
You love it.
Yeah.
If you want to eye transaction,
don't look for it.
don't eye transaction too much before you go and travel to a different state.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what happens to you.
It's
'Cause
true.
It's
That's
a
a
fake
common
flight.
thing.
I will
Yeah.
pay it. Come
That's
over
a
to
common,
Abuja.
yeah, that's a common thing. Like, especially if you don't have your own financial security, you don't have people that
You don't have vex money, you know.
you don't have
cannot
money.
vex and
you don't
and
have
go back.
people that can be accountable of you, that know where you are, that know your location. But most of these things is like secret, hiding to go and meet this person that you're meeting. If it's not something that you can openly talk about, if it's not something that you
Then
can tell
don't
your
do
mom,
it.
your dad, gist them about it, don't do it. Don't do it.
But-
If you're scared to tell Jesus about it.
Me, I will tell you, don't meet someone for the first time in a secret place that's just between the both of you.
Yeah.
You are meeting for the first time and they are telling you, come to the hotel. Hotel, okay. There is a sit out. Let's sit
come
there
to
where everyone.
Kilimanjaro,
But
please.
if it's
Let
come
me-
to the hotel or a guest house, come to my house for the first time.
Yeah.
You're chatting me for the first time, and then the next I want to see you come to my house,
The
and
audacity.
then you're going there. The audacity,
You know, someone
just go there.
wrote a
It's
story
risky.
once on Facebook, like, these guys are in the pool and they're chatting with this girl and they're inviting her over. And young girl, maybe 16, 17, 18, cannot even be up to 20. And so they are chatting the young boys too. They're in the pool and they're like, man, if this girl comes over, what we're going. And so she's asking for transport and she shows up and finds out that there's more than one of them. And of course, they're expecting to take turns with her.
Oh,
And
shit.
what happens is that someone was listening on their conversation. So while they are saying this is what they are going to do, this is what they are going to do to her, if she just shows up, they're going to, I'm going to do that. The lady is listening, she's more matured, so she waits to see if she will catch up with the girl first. And luckily for her, she catches up with the girl and like, look, if you like yourself, return back to where you're coming from. And she's younger and she's like, she doesn't even have transport. You left your state and it's not in the same state. That's the funniest thing. And so I'm wondering, like, how much audacity are young women buying these days? Because
they have a whole lot of audacity.
One
these
thing
days.
about
She
it
left
is
it
that
there
me remembering
as
being a teenage girl, my memory, as it serves me, being a teenage girl, is that you tend to be very insecure. You tend to be very, very gullible too. And you tend to crave validation from people. Like, if you're just feeling unattractive. Because I remember when I was younger, 14, 15, 16, I was very vulnerable. I was very, very vulnerable. And I was someone that, like, I could see myself being manipulated or tricked in that way as I'm older now. Because it was just a small, do you know you're actually very beautiful? Do you know that this? Do you know you're that? Because I didn't even see those things in myself. I didn't see my self-worth. I didn't see that it's possible that someone could even find me attractive, that someone could find me interesting, that someone would want to talk to me. That's how bad and crippling like my self-worth was.
I mean, I guess.
So that's another thing. Because these are you know, if they are big enough to be able to pay for this girl to come all the way to that place and afford a hotel and stuff, like they know what they're doing. That girl, did she, after she listens to the woman, was she able to go back?
she said she didn't have transport. So
exactly.
The woman is like,
the
woman is shocked because
it took a mature adult to come and talk to this girl for her to realize. And that's my own. Kids are kids. Like, these kids are kids. Yeah, there are some people that are more mature than their age and it's easier for them to grasp. But like, it's so much easier to manipulate these people. They are most times, as much as they are grown, but they're still kind of a blank slate in a way. They can still easily be molded. They can still easily be persuaded. They haven't even fully gotten this thing, like, to fully. Do you know how long it took for me to be able to start saying no?
Let's even leave kids. People. Do you know that even young ladies, mature ladies, can still be lured into things like that? They can be lured into easily. They just travel to
I'm just concerned. Maybe because I wasn't like that.
Yeah, maybe because that's why it depends on the type of person you were. Like, would you say that
I grew up in the ghetto, so exactly. I grew up in the ghetto.
If you're naive, because that girl, the way she sounded, even the way you even talked about, like, she sounds. Like, she doesn't sound like someone that's very
I felt somehow hearing like, and so the lady had to give her some money and say, go back to where you're coming from. And it's possible that the parents or whoever she was staying with probably doesn't even know that she has gone that far.
Yes.
And, you know, something could go wrong and nobody would know where their bodies are.
Seriously.
You know? And so, I mean, especially without cash at hand. Like, if you are going to be taking funny decision this season, make sure that you have
a lady traveled from.
Make sure you have money in your pocket.
She traveled from Port Harcourt to Lagos to see a man, and she didn't even have transport with her. So the guy sent the transport fare. So when she got there at night. She called the guy. The guy said, I have seen you. Then the next thing, his phone was switched off. That means the guy didn't like what he saw. So he switched off his phone.
What?
And then the lady is like, okay, so what will I do now? She tried calling and she didn't have any money on her. Like, there was no money.
I have seen you.
And then the next thing, she was now thinking how to go back to Port Harcourt. By that time. She didn't know anyone there in Lagos State. She didn't have a relative there. Nowhere to stay. She was completely lost.
Stranded with capitalism.
At least now she knows better, hopefully.
So you can imagine, that's some mistakes some people make.
You'll
be shocked.
You'll be shocked.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to
You'll be shocked. Like,
seriously, things are happening
in other states. No backup.
No backup. This thing. Yeah, you just trust somebody.
No vex, as in you can't vex.
Just trust someone you've not seen before.
I know. So dangerous. So I don't think all of whatever emotions you're going through this season, do not make any decision based on those emotions.
Yeah.
And also,
they cannot be trusted.
I don't even know. I think another thing, we should not be doing passerby, like, I don't even know how to put stand-by effect. I don't know how they call it, but sometimes you see people that are in these situations or are close to that situation and you hear something. Like, what that woman did was a very, very kind thing to do. It was a very, very grown adult thing.
I loved to hear how she felt.
It's a wonderful thing because it's very rare. Yeah. Most people just look at it, they scoff and say, Abi, she's not, she didn't. Yes. And they just walk and pass or they judge that person. They don't even take into account that person's mental state or that person's mental development. She saw a child about to be taken advantage of and she walked up and she did the right thing. Yeah. She did her part. Even if the person, you don't know how they'll react, they might shout, they might be this. Yeah. Whatever you can do to try and talk to people in your life, to get them out of that situation, talk to them. You don't know, even if they are stubborn, you don't know whether they are listening. You don't know what they are taking from it. Whether you're even in a far place and then you see some sort of victimization about to happen. Be your own, be a little hero, be a small hero. I think we should, because the legal system does nothing to protect us. There's nothing, you're not safe. You're not safe. And the only thing we can help each other is by looking out for one another. Looking out for one another.
The one thing I also say is that be contented.
Yeah.
Just be contented with what you have. don't be pressured. If you see this other one making French curls, and then this one with long braids, don't go and kill yourself, because just do your own. If it's all back, you can afford. Use comb your wig. That wig is fine. Just go and comb it. Water it. Use oil. So don't just stretch yourself so as to please people. This December is just 1st to 31st. Don't finish.
Just 30 days.
So whatever you're killing yourself
not even 30
now.
days, because I think the pressure will start from next week.
Well, some people, they start pressurizing themselves from first to prepare, then to prepare that 20-something. So cut your coat according to your clothes,
I feel
your
bad
size.
because I don't understand. I really cannot relate to this thing called pressure. Not like I'm not aware, but I kind of feel like there's the age you get to, and you need to understand that, look, there are people who are going to close accounts this season. Why?
Yes.
Just to make an impression. And after you're done making the impression, you go back home broke. Like, I go carry all my savings where I done the hustle since January. I'll now make one impression. And it may not even be a big impression, because the cost of things are high now.
They're high.
So you now use all your savings to buy one wig, for instance, or buy one shoe, or maybe just fill it up with
even dress self.
That French curls that you mentioned there, I was like, yes, so back then it was Brazilian. This year is French curls.
Hi.
I saw this girl in school, my classmate.
French curls, they have 8K, 10K, and 12K.
To buy it, you need about 5 or 6 packs to do your hair. So I saw this girl, I saw how a French girl. I said, this hair is expensive. Like, but let me just ask, maybe she got an affordable rate. Maybe it's different from the internet was. I said, hey, how are you? No, talking. I love your hair. I love the curls, because you can tell when someone uses quality curls versus those 3,000 naira, 1 pack, very big hair. She said, oh, it was very nice, it was very cheap. The girl that did it for me, oh, yeah, top price now. She said, oh, it was 50K for braids. That would last 50K now for braids. Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
Really?
By the time you buy all the packs of French curl you need, because each pack can range from 5 to 8K. By the time you need 5 or 6, your hair now, to make the hair, they will charge you maybe 15K for the braiding. 50K. 60K. Wow. Go to Lagos, 80. So I'm like, oh, that's crazy. 2 weeks. That's me with my natural hair. 2 weeks.
She's gone. You just light the 50. You would have just kept it on the floor.
People will be make hair.
People don't use the curls too. I don't think people use it.
Some people will even make hair more expensive than that. So all we are saying that
do the one that you can afford.
And there's nothing wrong. That's the thing. There's nothing wrong with doing it. You could afford it.
Yeah, if you can afford it.
If you can afford it, then it's fine.
As I was so poor in that year.
Go and
I now see, I said, oh, I have to do this hair. Because she's doing it. Meanwhile, this girl that her father is well off, that they buy things for her, and her phone is everything. You get, she doesn't have to worry about money.
Yeah,
money is not her problem.
Yeah.
And me now that I'm struggling
to meet up.
I'm trying to meet up with adulting small.
Instead of you to do your cocoa, you went and price French cups.
Okay. So this year, but if it is just one chicken you can afford, buy that one. If it's 2, you can afford.
I'm sure Jesus will not pressure you.
Let's just talk about
if you can afford the goats, don't buy a cow. Just buy the ones you can.
If you can afford a cow, buy your cow.
If you can afford the cow, buy your cow.
I was trying to say, like, let's not even talk about pressure. Let's talk about, like, if you can do it, do it.
Yeah, if you can.
You know, because honestly, like I said before, like I said in the beginning, like, it's Christmas, you know.
Yes.
Anything
that gives you joy.
What gives you joy?
It's within your budget.
And it's within your budget. So if you have a big budget,
Fine. Congratulations.
But
make sure that January.
Yeah.
January, I'm not saying God, I beg.
Make sure the budgets of others that may be higher than you, don't let it. Like, if you were originally planning on spending only 60K, spend your 60K. You planned on spending 1 million. don't do pass yourself.
Don't do pass yourself.
Yeah, just try.
I mean, that's the message for the season. Christ is born. Everybody's love, peace, joy. Everywhere is joyful. Cook that rice that you have. Eat it with all the joy in your heart. Like, share with your neighbors. I mean, we had that culture that when we were growing up, you cook, we share. Your neighbors cook and they bring food to your house. We used to, I don't know if you guys had that, but in Lagos, once we cook, you serve like different neighbors that were like really close to you. You send food to them. So they bring food to you. So whatever they were cooking, you had, if it's rice and stew, if it's fried rice, if you cook fried rice, you share with them. They can bring rice and stew. Some people will bring pepper soup. And there are still people who do that. I mean, that's the joy of the season. All of the pressure that you're going to put yourself in eventually you find out that it wasn't really worth it. Enjoy the season with your budget. Just love, live, if you have family, be with them, enjoy yourself. Like, just enjoy yourself. Do not pressure yourself. If it's that old shoe you have, polish it well, wash it well, go somewhere, go and jump like a child in one trampoline, pay 500 naira, just be jumping and just be happy to be alive, because a whole lot has happened this year. And I think that we should be grateful that we have that life, we have good health, we can even enjoy. There are lots of people who are stuck in the hospital who probably will just be enjoying that thing on the bed. But they're still grateful. How much more you who is alive and on their feet? Don't take any unnecessary risk. Don't do anything you're going to regret, maybe out of the excitement or the emotions of the season. Do not go anywhere you're not going to be able to tell someone about, like Maytabel said. Please.
Yeah, and traders, please. Inflation.
Say please.
The prices of things, let it be normal. Our makeup artists, hairstylists, please don't take it higher for us. The normal, when those that are coming from abroad, when they come, their hair and they want to do anyone, you can tell the difference. But we that have been your customers,
build them accordingly.
Please, let it be accordingly. Tamper justice with mercy. Okay, please. The inflation, we should not experience things like that, because it still makes things very difficult for everyone. So let it just be the normal price. Onion, yam, rice, everything should just be on. After all, Christmas is something to celebrate and not to endure. Thank you.
All right. I guess we've come to the end of this discussion. We've had a very well-rounded discussion. We've laughed. We've had small disagreements. We've, given our 2 cents. We've told stories. This was very light-hearted. We didn't really go too deep into anything too serious. I like this for a change. It's sweet. It's fun. Small banter. Really grateful.
Just relax.
Relax. Relax. Calm down. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Please enjoy yourself. It's about love. It's joy. It's peace. So share it around. Enjoy yourself.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe on
Spotify, TikTok, Facebook, and all your favorite podcast channels. We are live, right? So join us, listen, share, drop your comments, drop your experiences. We'd love to hear from you.
Tell us about your Detty December
story.
Okay? The Detty December horror story.
All right. Thank you.